Divulging in Depravity, the show where every week we take a look at a couple beautiful creations on God's green earth and make fun of them for our own amusement. Today on the chopping block we got the wild and wonderful Whites of West Virginia, a quaint southern family renowned for their humility, honor, and indomitable spirit.
I'll tell you straight up what I like. I prefer a Roxy Cotton, a Lorcet, a Norco, a Viking and ES, a Percocet 10, a Xanax, especially a Xanny Bar.
Okay, well, the last one's kind of true, but other than that, these people are absolute train wrecks. The doc crew follows them around for about a year, and it just shows them robbing, stealing, doing drugs, and all around fucking their life up.
Police say the teenager shot his uncle, stole his aunt's car, and then took off.
There are some upturns in the end. You know, they do get the baby back that CPS took from them, but other than that, it's just one bad turn after the next. But I'll let you take a look at these good people for yourself. Alright, how bad can it be? They're just some rural folk with some substance problems, you know? Nobody's too far gone. These people just need a little boost. You know, I bet it's not as wild as they make it out to be.
My name is Mamie White, and I'm the biggest and the meanest and the baddest of all the White family. And my father is D. Ray White. He was the last king of the mountain tap dancer. He invented his own style of dancing. He knew 52 steps that nobody else could do. He was on his way to Canada to finish making his film, The Talking Feet, and he got killed in a shootout. So he left 4 sons behind that he tried to leave his talent to. My brother Mark, his name is Donald Maris White, he got in a fight with this guy who came over about his pet bull, and when he opened the door to see who was at the door, they shot and killed him. Dorsey, my brother, went and bought this pistol, and Dorsey evidently took the clip out the bottom, thought it was empty, and when he put it to his temple to show him it wasn't loaded, it went off and blowed his brains out.
Alright, that's definitely a little bit of a red flag right off the bat. Everyone in their family tree died in a shootout. Not like a car accident, an overdose, and a shootout. No, 3 separate shootouts. Is the world of tap dancing really that violent? And I mean, you did survive, but like, barely. And double goes for your brother.
Like to get really fucked up.
The documentary crew basically follows the surviving offspring of Bertie Mae and D. Ray White and the children they fostered out in some lost and forgotten town in West Virginia. First, you've got May, the person you saw in the intro. She's basically like the rock of the family. Like, she seems to have her shit not the most together, just the least fucked up.
I stay behind and take care of everything. My mother, sisters and brothers, my kids, their kids.
Oh my god, that's her. Dude, she used to be hot. Not like kill your wife for the insurance money hot, but she was a real looker. Dude, now my uncle is a hotter woman than she is. Don't do drugs, kids. I didn't even know that could happen to you. I thought your liver exploded before your face started melting off your body. Then, of course, you have the mother of Mamie, D. Ray's wife, Bertie Mae, who is just, like, barely hanging on to life.
You know what my daddy used to say? What he used to say? You get too old to cut the mouse that left the jar. I don't know what he meant by that.
Yeah, you look like you don't know what a lot of things mean. Then you have Bertie Mae's other daughter, Bo, who is the oldest person with a face tattoo I have ever seen in my entire life. And it's faded. Like, she got that before it was even a thing. And she's not keeping up to date with pop culture. Like, she doesn't even, she's not into, like, mumble rappers. She just decided to get a tattoo on her face because she's fucking crazy. That's good old-fashioned face tattoo crazy, not clout-chasing tattoo face crazy.
I used to try a little coke here and there. I smoked a little crack, you know what I mean? I've tried this and that. My favorite choice of buzz is marijuana.
You don't look like you smoked a little. You look like you smoked a lot, and still do. This chick talks about doing drugs like she's changing trades, you know? Like, I was a coke addict for a little bit, then I got promoted to crack addict, bouncing around from dealer to dealer until I finally found my calling, marijuana. Did the DARE program get it backwards? Like, you start off with crack cocaine and then you get bored of it and work your way up to weed? That doesn't sound right.
Jessica's my uncle. That's my mom right there.
Yeah, based off the look on your mom's face, I don't think he's just your uncle. Then there's Bo's son, Derek, but I'll let you hear his cool street name.
Everybody calls me Durkee. That's just something stuck with me since I was little.
I'm sorry, what?
Durkee.
By who? Your fellow clan members? And of course there's Kirk, daughter of Bo.
He's my uncle. My mom's his sister. Well, my dad's Terry Lee Thomas. And the reason why he's in prison is for double murder.
But it's okay. Because despite her negative role model, she pulled through. She's sharp as a tack, wise as an owl, and she can now make sure her son doesn't grow up in the same toxic environment that she did.
I told him, I said, just go ahead and send my ass to jail, because I'm not a snitch. I wouldn't snitch nobody out.
These people are, they're fucked, man. I don't know what to tell you. Hold on a second. Is that blood on the Bob the Builder house? Could be dirt, but, nope. I think that's blood. Jesus Christ. And surprisingly, there's actually one who's like an absolute dime piece. Like, she's really hot. The meth and the cigarettes haven't affected her at all.
I've always been a sexist one in the family. I've always had comments from thousands of people.
I'm actually inclined to believe her, you know, after the transition we saw Mamie take. Then you've got good old Jesco himself, the one who inherited his father's tap dancing skill and even became famous for it, being featured in many country songs. A tap dancing outlaw.
Check the back out. See how you like it. I'm in my Elvis mood. I'm in a good mood. I'm getting plastered and ripped out of the frame, and I'm singing, having a good time for everybody, and letting the good times roll, and everybody's happy, and everybody loves it. When I see you laugh, it makes me happy. And then when I'm mad, I feel like I am Charles Manson. I can't stop killing.
I guess when you love the art of tap, when you feel it in your soul, it knows no bounds. It can infect even some Manson-loving psycho.
Happy birthday.
Is that God burning the Bible? Well, at least we know they're the forgiving types.
Then I end up stabbing his ass.
This kid needs to join the military, man. You send this kid over to North Korea with an M16, a hunting knife, and a Leonard Skinner cassette tape, he'll take over that whole fucking country. I'm serious, this kid is ready to go. And that basically sums it up for the members of the White family who are not dead or in jail, who still live in their hometown in West Virginia. The show then catches up with Pony White, the only one in the family who had the common sense to hightail it out of that freak show, and his beautiful children, Savannah, Jerry, and Virginia.
I'd probably be dead by now. Hanging around the wrong people and probably overdosed or something.
You're like 14, Jerry. You would have overdosed on drugs by now? How are you so jaded? Does that mean you're only experimenting with them now? Because, you look a little cheeched, bro.
You'll probably end up stealing some or robbing them or doing whatever you had to do.
Yeah.
You would have ended up stealing from them or robbing them or, you know, doing whatever you had to do. So not that they were wrong to assume that you would steal from them or rob them, just that they wouldn't understand that it was what you had to do. You had to steal from them and rob them. I mean, what's the fucking problem with the people in this town? They don't understand that you gotta do what you gotta do? It then catches up with Sue Bob's son, Brandon, who, as she says,
My son was the best kid you could ever meet, you know, until he got around my family, the wrong crowd, the wrong people at the wrong time.
let's see what you think.
The teenager got into a fight with his uncle over the phone, so he stole a car, drove to Billy Hastings' home, and pulled out a rifle.
Brandon, what are you gonna do? Shoot me?
But it didn't end there. He set the car on fire, and the clock started ticking on what would turn out to be a long, intense standoff with police.
No, I wasn't thinking. My family, I don't know why I did it, really. It just happened.
Okay, don't dismiss shooting at the cops like it's an honest mistake. Like you rear-ended somebody. Like, oh, sorry, man, didn't see you there, don't know what was going through my head at the time.
Blow my neck open.
You shot your uncle and got in a 3-day standoff with the cops. I think that's something you would remember.
They forgive me, but no, I shot dude in the face.
I take back my sarcastic remarks. I guess they really are the forgiving types. You know, I guess getting shot 3 times in the face by your nephew is just an everyday event in the White household. The story then takes a turn for the sad when Birdie Mae White, after surviving years of obesity, drug use, and severe dementia, finally bites the dust, leaving the family rocked.
Really in my heart, I'm hurt. Because I'm losing my mom. And that's all the fuck I got.
It's not that I don't feel for her. I really do, okay? Losing your mom is a horrible thing to go through. But
That's all the fuck I got.
your daughters are literally right there. Tragedy strikes this poor family again when CPS takes Cook's newborn baby because of, you know, finding all sorts of shit in its blood. But then the documentary picks right back up when
They took her baby. She had her baby. CPS took her. She's crying, her.
Do the people in the restaurant need to know that Child Protective Services just took your sister's baby? I think the people she's yelling at are people they actually know, but there's tons of strangers standing right next to them. This is literally the drive home from the hospital. Her sister hasn't even began processing the emotions, and she's just screaming her problems to people through the fucking drive-thru. Has a drug problem. My mother has an ulcer. Yeah, in her stomach. Okay, that is the sexiest one in the family. Goddamn, Sue Bob.
Vegetables. Cucumbers, tomatoes, onions, lettuce, corn, beets, spinach, you name it, we raised it. We also raised hogs to get her meat. Any piece of hog you can eat. I'm talking about from its fucking head to its asshole.
And see, this is why you don't feel sorry for them, because CPS 100% should have taken the baby. I mean, this is the night after they took it, and she is in a bar bathroom doing cocaine off of a toilet. And this is Mousy, another daughter of Maymay, who you get the pleasure of meeting halfway through the documentary when she gets out of prison.
See, I was only out 3.5 months when I got locked back out. No
Give
thanks.
me 2 weeks, you'll be back.
And her son, Wimpy.
My husband, which is my husband. And here is the commandment he broke. Shit. I'm gonna kill him is what I'm gonna do.
Read the 6th commandment.
Your 12-year-old son, who is clearly in the middle of a severe identity crisis, is giving you lessons in morals. Not like, Mom, you probably shouldn't litter. Not that kind of fringe stuff that you can kind of be an asshole about and get away with, and then a kid sees some sort of thing at school and he's like, Mom, plastic is ruining the environment. Not that kind of stuff. No, just hey, Mom, you shouldn't kill anybody. It can't get any lower.
Out here, that beer's right here. Get the hell out of here. Oh, goddamn here. Let me get it. Hey, that shit'll melt, man. Get that. Hell no. Yes. No.
Never mind, she is now trying to lure that very man who cheated on her away from his new wife and child and fuck him right in the car in front of her children. While they're drinking. That's totally healthy behavior for a role model to pass on to a child, right?
I mean, it's worth nothing, I get so bad it's nothing.
It doesn't necessarily have to be that way, right? I know you live in a really poor area and it's hard, but just try putting even 3% effort into life. You're not even trying. You can't rob, steal, and do drugs all day and be like, I was born with nothing, I'm gonna die with nothing, and there's nothing I can do to change that. Yes, you can. Stop robbing, stealing, and doing drugs all day. That would be a pretty good first step.
At least the world knows who the fuck we are.
I don't think you want the world to know who you are. First you're amused, but then you're just sad, which I found was a common theme among both this documentary and Tiger King, but there is something so much fun about watching such a fantastical train wreck, and that's what this show is all about. Click that like button and smash that subscribe. Really give it to it. Go to work on that fucking thing. Make it feel alive. Make it fulfill its divine purpose by being smashed so fucking hard. And wait for next week when I have another episode of Divulging and Depravity. Peace out.